welcome back to our channel. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I am literally filming this on Christmas night at 11:48 p.m. So almost midnight, and it's almost not Christmas anymore. So I'm lucky that my lipstick actually held up while I was eating. Makeup held up nice, but I did just throw my hair in a ponytail because I just can't keep everything perfect today, you know? But I have a really exciting video I have been dying to hold on to do. Because we hit 300 subscribers, we are going to be doing another giveaway, which I will be announcing at the end of the video, so you have to stay tuned for it. It's a drugstore giveaway, but there's going to be makeup brushes, makeup palette, all kinds of little goodies in there for you guys. So I think you guys will really like it. It's stuff that I really like. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And please, oh God, don't mind my nasty nails. They haven't been done in over a month. I'm trying to like create this new style where the last little bits, I mean, why don't I just take nail polish remover and just take this off, right? I mean, that's what a normal person would do. But that's how lazy or how busy I've been, and when I get home, I just want to be lazy because I've been so busy. So yeah, please just don't mind my nails. Today's video though, however, on top of the giveaway, I am going to be doing something I waited all year to do because I love seeing all the new products come out throughout the year and to see what products really stuck with me and what really stuck with you guys. So I'm going to be going through my favorite makeup throughout 2017. Now I want to point out that this does not necessarily mean that most of these products were, actually most of these products were released in 2017, but not all. There were a few that were released in 2016, but they have just been my ride or die, and I haven't found anything to replace them, or there's something I hopped on late in 2016, so yeah. Or 2017. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get in the video because I know you guys want to get to this giveaway. All right guys, see you in just a sec. I have a little list right here, you guys, so I don't go off on just be like, oh, this, I want this, I want this, I want this. So it's gonna help try to keep me focused. Now for priming my face, because I have dry skin, and I even recommend these for people who have oily skin. My two favorite ones are from Urban Decay, and if you followed me from the beginning, you know those are my favorites. I'm out of them right now, but I just placed an order the day before Christmas Eve to get one of them. The first one is Optical Illusion, and the second one is the Urban Defense. Both are by Urban Decay, and they retail for $34. Now, they are, you know, not drugstore, but for me, I am very finicky about my primers. So I mean, these are the only two. I do like the Smashbox Photo Primer, but these two just are my perfect primers. I mean, when Urban Decay came out with them, they're amazing. So the Optical Illusion, what that does is it kind of brightens your skin. It's got a light pink tone, which you can't see once you rub it in. It also kind of goes into your pores and just smooths out wrinkles. It really creates that optical illusion to make your face appear brighter, a little more even, a little less wrinkly, and little less cratery with the pores, which I have all of those issues. Now, the Urban Defense I really like. That one is supposed to protect your face from this from your environment elements. That's from like pollution, all the crap that's in the air. It's supposed to protect, and it's got a consistency that's kind of silicone based, but once you put it into your skin, it kind of almost like turns into water and like marries into your skin, which I really like. And this one has an SPF as well, so I recommend this one highly for all skin types. Actually, you know, I take that back. Optical Illusion I recommend for all skin types. Urban Defense I recommend, especially if you are dry skin, to combo, because it does have a silicone base. So if you're oily, this may not be the one for you. Now on to foundation. I don't have a lot of foundations that I like this year. If you've also followed my channel a while, you saw that this year I tested out a lot of foundation. That was what I felt like my channel was becoming, especially in the beginning of it. All I was doing was testing foundations, because I really, every girl knows, finding the perfect foundation is like finding the perfect pair of like gloves to fit, or the perfect shoe, or like, you know, it's like Cinderella with the glass slipper, you know. It really is trying to find that perfect one, and every girl is different. So for me, the one, after trying all of them, the one that always stole my heart, that I always went back to, is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear 24-Hour Foundation. Now, the reason I like this, by the way, I'm in the color 230 Buff Warm. This retails for $47. It is one of the more higher end ones, not as high end as like Chanel or, you know, Dior, but it is higher end. For, you know, I mean, there's other ones out there that are like 30 bucks, like Fenty's like $32, you know. But to me, it's so worth it. It's a long-wearing foundation that doesn't dry my skin out, even though it does have alcohol in it. Being someone who has dry skin, I feel like the oily-based ones are always recommended to us, but oily-based, even on dry skin, is going to slip off your face towards the end of the day or start breaking up too. So I wanted something that was long wear, that didn't cling to dry spots, that lasted all day, and this was that for me. This is my perfect foundation. This is the glass slipper that fits my foot so beautifully, or my face so beautifully, and it just makes every single person who tries it on, no matter what skin type you have, whether you have oily, dry, combo, it makes everybody's just look so flawless, and it's full coverage without being cakey. That's another thing I like about it. I mean, look at my skin. It looks so flawless after being done all day. Like, come on now. This looks amazing. Now for concealer. Oh, I know this one's played out, and it's been played and played and played and played, but Tarte Shape Tape. This was my favorite last year, and it's going to be my favorite this year. It was my favorite this year, and it's going to be my favorite next year, unless they come out with something even more amazing, but I doubt it. It's just my favorite. It is $24, and this puppy lasts me so long. I get one of the lightest colors. I'm in fair. In wintertime, I usually do like a little bit darker one in summer, but this doe foot applicator is so big that it is so great for highlighting. But let me tell you, a little bit goes a long way. You barely need a couple little dots underneath your eyes, and it will cover all your dark circles and highlight your face and just brighten everything up. This is the most full coverage, and it doesn't crease on me as long as you use it right, because as you can see, I have a lot of wrinkles underneath my eyes, which I do cover up with eyeshadow, but they are there, as you can see right here. A lot of fine lines, and it's always been that way. That's just the way my eyes are shaped. So for me, finding a concealer that doesn't crease horribly, this is the only one. It'll still crease if I don't set it, but it doesn't crease as bad as some of the other ones. Like this one creases the least out of all of them, and it stays put all day. It's full coverage. What more do you want? It is perfect. For setting powder, I have two setting powders. I couldn't decide on which one. Neither one were made in 2017, but they're the only ones that I adore still. You know, they're amazing, and one is a higher end and one is a drugstore choice. So I have one for both. One, and neither are going to be a surprise. One is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's just perfect. It's $38 though, so it is a little more on the high end for, you know, something that just sets your face. And I love, love, love it though, because it is truly translucent. It does not change the color of my foundation like a lot of setting powders do. And it doesn't cake up. It's so finely milled. It's perfect. This is a reason why, I mean, there's a reason why it's a cult classic. It really is. And I already got to get some more. As you can see, wow, am I really out already? Oh no, it was just stuck. Okay, I was going to say, I was like, dang, I just got this not that long ago. And then the second one, no surprise, Coty Airspun. Sorry, I got eyeliner all over it. Coty Airspun is sold at Walgreens, at Walmart. I'm not sure if Target has it. I think they do, but don't quote me on it. I usually get mine at Walmart. And it ranges anywhere. I've seen it at Walgreens for like $8, but I've seen it at Walmart for like $5, $6. So normally I use just the translucent coverage, but they didn't have it at Walmart last time, so I had to get the translucent extra coverage. But to me, I don't notice too much of a difference, to be honest. This one is supposed to have a little bit more coverage. I don't notice it. To me, it's all the same. The only thing you'd have to get past with this one is it has a funky smell. It smells like an old lady because this has been around since 1935. This has been the same thing that these folks have been using since back in the day to powder their faces. It even comes with a huge, like, big powder sponge like they used back in the day, which is kind of cute. And I love that they still keep, like, the same old timey package. Okay, so the next step I usually do on my face is my bronzer. So for bronzer, I don't have any new, well, I don't have any new products that came out this year, but no, Hula Light didn't come out this year. I think it came out last year. Well, one is the Benefit Hula Bronzer. I don't have it here. I did have the palette version. I'm going to link it right here so you know what it looks like. And my palette version had the Hula Light and the Hula. As most of you who have watched my channel have seen, I have scraped the sides of it. I've gone through like 4 Hula bronzers in the past couple years, and it's still one of my favorites. It is cool tone enough, but warm enough. It's like the perfect bronzy color, especially for us pale girls. And if you are super pale, like more pale than I am, they came out with Hula Light, which I love to use to contour my nose because I feel like it doesn't leave, it's not so dark and harsh, so you don't see the lines. I don't have to blend out very much. It's just perfect. But as far as Hula Light on the rest of my face, it's way too light. But because as you can tell, I like really, really dark bronze. And that retails for $29. Now, my second most favorite bronzer, and I actually will pick this over my high-end ones a lot of times, is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I've gone through a million of them, and as you can see, I hit pan, and I am like scraping the sides on this one. It smells so yummy, and it retails for $14.99. Let's just say $15. And a lot of times you can find a good sale on it though at Rite Aid or Walgreens. But this is by far the best bronzer in the drugstore market. It's the only bronzer on the drugstore market that I like that is worth a damn. It's just I actually went to Ulta to pick up another one this past weekend and they were sold out. I haven't tried any of the other Physicians Formula bronzers, but I don't want to. I know what works for me. Oh, I take that back. I've tried the airbrush one, and it's not bad, but it's not as good as this one. So I'm going to stick with this one. And trust me, I've tried NYX bronzers. Don't like them. This is just like the perfect color. I'm wearing it today, and as you can see, I'm scraping the sides. Been scraping the sides for the longest, and it's still not gone. You can ride this thing till the wheels fall off. Now for blush, again, neither one of these products came out this year, and I'm not a big blush fan either. Like, I seriously am someone who doesn't rush out to buy blushes, but there are two blushes that are my favorite, and it's actually not Tarte Amazonian Clay, which it used to be. That was the first blush that actually like really made me go wow, because I never check for blush. I don't care about blush. Like, my cheeks are naturally big and pink anyway, so blush wasn't something that I really looked to spend a lot of money on until I met these. So one is the Japanesque Velvet Touch blushes. Now I do have one single one of them, but it is like hit pan and is really ugly. So I did go buy the palette that comes with 3 of them, and those retail, let me see what they retail for. They retail for $22, which actually is not that bad considering some of my other stuff, as you can see in the prices, are $38, $40. So $22, and they last forever, and they are so silky and just so stunningly beautiful. Like, they're blush, so you're not going to be able to see. I would try to swatch it, but can't really see unless it's on my cheeks. And it just gives you, I like a really subtle blush, but you can build these up as well. So I think anybody would like these. Like, anybody, any color, shade of skin, they have a color for everybody. They're just so freaking beautiful. Their bronzer is actually really good too. It reminds me a lot of the Hoola bronzer. So I've been using that, which is why I haven't rushed out to buy another Hoola one. And the second blush, this is actually probably my favorite, but it's so expensive. And so I was very, very lucky to get a deluxe sample size. And I've been living on that for a minute. And it's the Lancome Blush Subtle, or Subtil if you speak Francais, or parlez-vous Francais. I took like 3 years of French and I can't speak French at all. But anyway, this blush retails for $32. It is expensive for blush, but it is so amazing because it is subtle. It's very subtle. It gives you just that flush of pink that is so natural, and just, it is the most natural blush. It's not there, but it's not like in your face, you know? It's just so subtle and like sheer and just natural. That's the only way I can describe it. Another thing, if you've watched my channel, you know I have been obsessed with highlighter. Obsessed. Up until like about a month ago. All year, obsessed with highlighter. Even last year. Well, where did I put them? I don't know what it is. If it's just because my skin's getting really dry, or if I'm just because I'm getting older. I'm no longer down with the silver streak down my face. I am down for highlighting and a little bit of a glow, but at least for the next probably month, I think this is just a phase because I've gone through these phases before, but I am just kind of over the BAM highlighters, which is kind of funny because my favorite highlighters that I'm showing you today are the BAM highlighters, the ones that are in your face. So the first one, if you watch YouTube, you already know. Artist Couture by Mr. Mac Daddy. This one's an Illuminati. Oy. Oh my God. These are $26.99. You can only get them at artistcouture.com. They're thebomb.com. By far the best highlighter on the market. Best. Well, I haven't tried Jeffree Star's yet, but everybody raves about his. But I'm going to go ahead and say Mac Daddy did it. I mean, the Diamond Glow powders are just that. Just glow, baby. Glow. And the second one is a very inexpensive one. It actually comes with 4 in it, and it is the Sleek Solstice palette, and this retails for $14.99 on I think at Ulta.com. And it comes with 4 different colors, and This one's actually a cream. Oh, wait, no, that's not the cream. This one's actually a cream. And this one is the only cream highlighter that I like. And that says a lot because I hate cream highlighters. But this one is just beautiful and doesn't peel back your makeup. The reason I do not like cream highlighters is because they tend to ruin your makeup, and this doesn't. And then their powders, though, I usually will put it on just in the center of a highlighter I've already laid down, just to give it a little more pop on the cheeks. And as you can see, it just lightened up the glow just a little bit right there. Excuse me. And it, yeah, I mean, but they're so freaking pigmented, I can't even. Now for setting spray, I'm a little bit different here. Because I have such dry skin, I have tried probably every dang setting spray on the market, okay? Every single one. Every single one, except the Gerard Slay All Day. That's the only one, okay? The only one I haven't tried. Now, I am very, just like with my primers, I am very finicky with setting sprays because my skin is just weird. So setting sprays either really, really dry me out and make my face look worse and don't set my makeup, or they're too dewy, or they do nothing. But, now, this is not a setting spray, but it is my setting spray. It is the Urban Decay Quick Fix. It's supposed to be the, like, Prep and Prime. It's Urban Decay and Skindinavia. And if you know who Skindinavia is, they're the only other brand of setting spray that I like. But they're a biatch to get because you have to order it online. At least I do. I have to order it online, and I like going to a store and being able to pick something up. So this is supposed to be a Prep and Prime spray, okay? But I use it as a setting spray because it is the only thing that melts my makeup into my face and sets everything down and does not dry me out. Because it's meant to be a prepping spray, it does not, like, make your makeup last longer, okay? I'm just going to throw that out there. But for me with my dry skin, it works, and it is what I go to, and it smells like coconut. It smells so good and yummy. And so I love this stuff. This is my favorite. For mascara, there was actually a couple of really great releases this year, and they were all from the drugstore, which is really awesome. I love seeing the drugstore stepping their game up because not everybody can afford to go spend $30 on a mascara. I know I can't always afford to go do it. So these are the two that I picked that are my favorite. This was just released this year, and this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This retails, I've seen it for multiple prices. The most I've paid for it is $10, but it ranges anywhere from $6, I've seen it, to $10. And it is a dupe for the Too Faced Born This Way mascara, which was my favorite mascara until this came along. And then my other favorite, which one of my favorite YouTubers, Makeup by Shay, turned me on to the Essence Lash Princess. Now mine's all rubbed off, but two of my winners of my last giveaway got the Lash Princess in their kit, and I mean, it's a cheap $4.99 mascara that they sell at Target or at Ulta, but they are so amazing. And I like this even better than the Lash Princess or Lash Voluminous Paradise one. This stuff is so amazing, and at $4.99, you guys, you cannot beat it. And they have so many other mascara wands. If you're not into this one, there's so many other ones, and they're just phenomenal. They don't flake on me, nothing. They're just so bomb. So, yeah, go get Essence. Now for the fun stuff. Not that that wasn't fun, but getting into eyeshadow is really, really what I wanted to focus on in eye makeup. So my favorites for 2017, I have a few here. I tried to narrow it down to my very, 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 very favorites of 2017. So my first ones were, I'm going to group them in, the City Mini palettes. I have almost all of them, like freaking trading cards, man. There's only one or two I don't, oh, there's two I don't have, and that was only because I didn't really care for the colors, but I may still get them just because they're so freaking pigmented. I've never, ever seen a freaking drugstore have the formula that these have. They're a little bit powdery, but they remind me a lot of the Lorac eyeshadow. They're really, really soft, really pigmented, but I think they're even better than the Lorac ones. Like, I mean, just the staying power on them, they're just, I mean, hands down, they win for eyeshadow at the drugstore. If you haven't tried them, I suggest trying them. Again, these range too. Right now, I think Target has them cheapest. They're $6 and change, and then they range to $10. So Target's the cheapest place you can get them, and then I think Walmart has them for $7.50. So go to Target if you want to try them. They're really cheap right now. The next one is a very inexpensive palette too, and it's one that was, the original version of it was released last year or the year before. I don't remember, but they got back together with this person and released a deluxe version, and that was the Carly Bible Deluxe Edition palette. This palette, as you can see here, it's a highlighter. It comes with 6 highlighters. And how many eyeshadows? 21 eyeshadows. And the original version was my favorite. And then they had to go and do this. Oh, as you can see, this freaking palette is so well loved. As a matter of fact, it was the very first look that I did on my channel. I think was using and reviewing this palette right here. Most boring tutorial you've ever seen in your life. It was very like, I don't know, I was so uncomfortable and awkward in front of the camera. It was horrible. Oh, so embarrassing. But it was also my very first giveaway. I gave away one of these palettes because, I mean, it's just, this palette is so nostalgic, and this palette, I mean, should be my number one for 2017 because on YouTube, it created such milestones for me, and it's still one of my favorite palettes. I still go and dip into it all the time on a regular daily basis, and including the highlighters. The highlighters are so freaking pigmented and just beautiful. This is normally $22.50, but right now there's 25% off on the BH Cosmetics website, so it's $16.50 right now. They always have sales on their stuff, but I don't think that they always have sales on their collaboration palettes. So I suggest getting it while it's on sale. You will not be sorry. It is amazing. One of my favorites, and you can create a lot of different looks, and you will get a lot of different use out of it. Yeah. So go get it. The last palettes I'm going to be talking about are my favorites. The Subculture and the Prism palette are both two of my faves. There's a lot of controversy surrounding this one because it was not the same formula as Modern Renaissance. If you are semi-skilled in using makeup or eyeshadow and you know what you're doing, you will be fine with this palette. The only reason I say that is because they're so pigmented. You have to know to barely touch it. Barely touch it. And like, the yellow is a bad example because it's so light, but I'm barely laying my finger on it and there's so much pigment coming off. And that's why you have to be so careful. If you don't, it's going to look a muddy mess. But if you know how to blend great and you know how to be very light-handed with it, you're going to fall in love with that palette. Just the color combos alone. And the Prism palette, if you look at it, I feel like these two were made for each other. I feel like, I feel like these two complement each other so well. Like, these should have been all one palette together. Like, I did a look the other night and I went for a highlighter shade and I was going to use Lucid in the Prism palette. And I was like, I'm going to go get Cube because that color goes so beautiful with this color. And I just feel like these two palettes together just go together so amazingly. They are not even close to Modern Renaissance at all, but these are two of my absolute hands down favorite releases, most anticipated releases, that's for sure. I mean, Anastasia Beverly Hills, her eyeshadows are just phenomenal anyway, like the single shadows, but these palettes are so great. And it's funny to me that people bitched so much about Subculture but didn't bitch about Prism, because Prism to me was the exact same formula as Subculture. I think people just get caught up in the hype, and because one person said it or multiple people said it, so they're gonna say it, and it snowballs, you know. But everybody died over Prism, and I thought some of the formulas in here were the exact same in here. So to me, I mean, I didn't see a difference in formula between these two, so I think it was all media bullshit to me. By the way, on the last ones, I forgot to tell you the price. They're $42. You get 12 colors in those. A great deal, especially for her shadows. Normally, they break down to like, I want to say like $10 a shadow, because you can get the 4 for $40 at Ulta, I believe it is. And $10 a shadow and you're getting 12 in there. That's $120. So $42 is a steal. Granted, these are a little bit smaller. They're going to last you for years. I haven't even hit pan on my Modern Renaissance, and I've had that for like 2 years. So totally recommend it. And last but not least, oh my gosh, on the eyeshadow train is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Okay. So this palette, I have the one that has this on the back, which tells you I was one of the ones who got it a little bit later. I wasn't going to get this palette. I didn't want to like this palette. I don't like Morphe, or I didn't like Morphe. I'm not going to say I don't like Morphe, because now I love Morphe. Oh my God. Jaclyn picked some of the most amazing colors. I mean, you can do so much with this palette. I have not seen a palette this well put together in so long. Now, Jaclyn did come out and say they reformulate. I didn't even like Morphe's brushes, by the way. She did say that they reformulated, and I was like, I don't care. $38. $38 for a $23 palette. Like, you're crazy. I'm not doing it. Then I swatched it in store, and seeing them in person, they really, really are different. The formula is so different, you guys. They're so pigmented. They are just phenomenal. They are worth it so much. As a matter of fact, I want to go pick up another one for when I run out, because I know that this palette is one that I'm going to be using for a long time to come. And that's why this one by far is my #1 palette of 2017. It is my all-time favorite. There's not been a palette this year that just made me go like this one did. This one was so perfect. If you haven't got it, please go get it. You don't know what you're missing. I'm telling you. It's just amazing. There was one more release for eyes that didn't fit into the eyeshadow category, but it was one of my favorites of 2017, and it was the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow. These are $24 a piece. You only need a tiny, tiny bit. So $24 for like this little thing. I was like, And then here I am, went and spent $48 to get two because they were, I mean, and there's no mess. Like, I like wearing glitter, and there's no mess with this. There's no having to put a glitter glue down and then put on glitter and then have glitter falling all over your face. There's none of that. This changed the game on putting glitter on your eyes. They made it so simple. The formula is so comfortable and just so beautiful. Okay, now for lips. This is going to be really short and sweet because there was nothing really that came out this year that made me like, oh my God. And I don't even have really any favorite lip products except, and I don't even know if I would call it my favorite of 2017 because I just tried it this month. I got it in my, but I just wanted to mention it, by the way. I got this in my BoxyCharm, and it is the Makeup Geek Liquid Lipstick. And the reason I wanted to mention this is because liquid lipsticks are so drying on me. I always put Carmex down before I put any type of liquid lipstick on. And I got this in my BoxyCharm, and it's like a color I normally wear. I normally like the ColourPop liquid lipstick. God, it's almost 1 in the morning and I can't even talk. I normally like the ColourPop liquid lipsticks, but this one right here is the most comfortable liquid lipstick I have ever tried. And I've tried them all. I've tried ABH. I've tried Jeffree Star. I have tried ColourPop. I have tried, God, what else am I thinking? I've tried so many different ones, you guys. I've tried Lancome. I have tried a bajillion, trillion, gajillion from high end to low end, and this formula knocked my socks off. You don't even know you're wearing lipstick. It doesn't dry your lips out. It is the most comfortable liquid lip I've ever tried in my life, and it's $12. $12 on the Makeup Geek website, you guys. I highly recommend, if you like a liquid lipstick but are having a hard time finding one that's comfortable, trying this out. Let's go ahead and get into the giveaway because I know you guys are curious. Very, very curious. Okay, so here is how this giveaway is going to work. We hit our 300 subscribers. So I'm going to be giving away a little care package, if you will, of some of my favorite drugstore products, and some of them are not drugstore. They are like sheet masks and stuff that are Korean brand that I love. But here's how we're going to do this. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be the same as far as entering goes. You're still going to use that website. I'm going to put the link down below through Gleam. And you're going to click on the link, and there's going to be different tasks like watching the video, make sure you're subscribed, all that good stuff, okay? And we are going to run this, let's see here, today's the 26th. I'm going to run this till, oops, sorry, let me fix this. Okay, so sorry, I just had to check the check the calendar. I'm going to run this starting today, the 26th of December, and I'm going to run this until January 9th, and I believe that's a Friday, and then we will draw the winner on Saturday the 10th. Now, what we are going to do, though, what's going to make this a little bit different is that I'm going to start this with a few products, okay? And the more subscribers we get as we go, so if we get to 320 subscribers, I'm going to add another product. If we get to 340 subscribers, I will add another product. If we get to every 20 subscribers, I'm going to add another product. So by the time this giveaway hits, some giveaways I've gotten almost 100. So we can have a few more products added to this by the end, okay? So I'll make sure they're really good too. So the first thing that one of you is going to get, there's going to be one winner, by the way. And if you were subscribed to my last giveaway and then you unsubscribed to my channel, you're disqualified from any future giveaways, and it's going to work that way this time. If you subscribe and then you unsubscribe after the giveaway, you're disqualified from any giveaways. It's just fair. I do these giveaways for my subscribers and my subscribers only. So the person, whoever wins, is going to get this Eco Tools it's called the Glow For It the Girl Project Eco Tools brush set, and they're really cute. They're pink. It's face and eye brushes, and they're really simple, but Eco Tools has some really nice brushes, and it comes with a little mirror and everything. The next thing that you are going to get is the Maybelline 24 Karat Nudes palette. This palette to me just screams wintertime. It is so gorgeous. Oh my god, this doesn't do it justice. Let me see. God, I wish I could get a better picture. This palette is so freaking gorgeous, and it has shimmers and mattes and all kinds of beautiful, beautiful colors. My favorites are the purple, the blue, and this gold color. Oh my gosh. And the formula is really, really good on this one. The next products that are going to be in there is this little pores blackhead mask and this collagen mask, because everybody needs to treat their skin, you know, well for the winter. And these Korean face masks are the bomb.com, let me tell you. They are so amazing and make my face feel so freaking soft and smooth. And then the last little gift is this cute little pair of earrings. They are these bows with little pearls on them. So I'm throwing that in there as well. And like I said, if we get more subscribers, I'm going to be adding tons more product to it. And make sure you enter, and then you can come back every day and watch this video and get another entry. So yeah, enter away, and good luck everyone, and goodbye, because I've got to go to bed and get up in the morning and get this video edited so you guys can start the giveaway. Yay! Alright, you guys, I love you all. Hope you guys had a happy holidays. I'm looking forward to the new year for a new year with you guys. Alright, I love you all. Bye!